I mean, you know, I'm so used to it. We're going to be playing some Madden 18.
I think these and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out
Yes, sir.
Without taking him over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Well over 100 million people watching around the world. Welcome to you all. Super Bowl 52 underway from Minneapolis. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First and 10, here's Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
It should be 2nd and 5.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And
yes,
sir. This is going to be incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland.
No.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Kessler now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10 now. Kessler once more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Kessler throwing deep here for Coleman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Edelman set to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Quick feet by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell.
Let's go! Why is the...
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 49 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
It's up and
My
through to make
running
it
back
7-0
is
Browns.
my running back is good.
So 2 plays. They drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season in the NFL. And then, of course, just...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man who to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's going to bring this one
3rd and 1
right about the 20-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, looking pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down throw for Kessler. A screen complete to Crowell. No gain on the screen there at second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
So 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun snap, Kessler. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
They'll try to run for him with Crowell. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him a first down yardage there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by an Isaiah. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They try again with Lewis. And an alley to run. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, good move by Duke. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they have plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Kessler now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 51 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
That was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Let's go! Double fumble. Double fumble. Let's go. Double fumble. You're bad, Tom Brady.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's fielded at the 34.
Ooh, no. Terrible,
It'll be
terrible.
a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force.
Another touchdown!
He's all alone. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown.
That's what you gotta.
This many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already.
Dang.
Well, I'm not sure.
Hang on, guys. My people is calling me.
But it scored indeed.
Dude, is that his third touchdown of
Into the
the
end zone
first
for
half?
6.
Hang on, guys.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee.
What?
Dad's been calling for the last half an hour.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't, because you guys haven't even been there.
Half an hour.
Sorry about that, guys.
And they'll start at the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On first down, Brady sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Lewis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but
how about this?
I'm sure that during some of these plays,
So we go
and once you fumble
to
the
the
ball,
second half.
your team tells you and your coaching
We
staff,
technically
take
won
care of
already.
it. Rest of the game, and that does get in your mind a little bit. And sometimes
We go
that
all
slows
the way
down
to
your
the
effort
second
in trying
half.
to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too.
Until
they sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the
The
football.
second
You
half,
know the
then we
rule
start
is
playing NBA
first guy
2K.
hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports
Hurry
halftime
up.
report. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kenny Britt trots back out there as he gets set to go again on offense. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask the receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay,
13 rushes, 144 yards.
Catches, no targets, but
I'm
we're
gonna
still
go
winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to...
Same thing. They're gonna look for probably, I don't know, but...
On second down, here's Kessler. Going deep for Kenny Britt.
I'm goated! I'm goated!
Inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 55 yards.
My team is better than everybody.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his
Ready,
center on
hide,
that
hide,
play?
hurry
They
up.
saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Browns continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
We gotta win this.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Dude, why is he always
not
taking the knee?
This one, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I want to tackle him.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now,
I don't care, I'm just ready to play some football.
Who are some of them?
Yo, what is up, guys? So today we're going to play some football, battle royale.
Position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big
Get on my level.
But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry.
Take your time out.
And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
Okay, they're just wasting their time.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Wasn't it against the other guy
on
too?
The right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So it's halftime here on Sports.
Hey guys, we are actually going to play some NBA 2K17.
We'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
See you later, okay? I'm just joking. We're going to play some...